I was watching the episode last week and I noticed that our mics are live during this little floaty icon thing.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
Yes, so
cool.
you have to
Watch what we say.
keep the body
Hush.
talk to a
Hush.
minimum. Yeah, who knew? You
Who
think
knew?
that our video
So,
would have to be up on the screen in order
right.
for the
But no,
mics
they
to
can hear
be.
us right now rambling
Mm-hmm.
while these icons are up.
Yes, look, there's a spitting bomb. Watch out.
Ah, move,
Boof. Ding
move.
donk. All right. Let's see what's going on. There we go. There we go. We can hear your tidbits of joy. Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
All right. Let's see. I'm a Mac.
And I have a Venture Brothers shirt on this morning. It's the Monarch, done in the art style of Batman, but still, it's the Monarch from Venture Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was on the top of my pile today. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. I guess we can just go ahead and roll, huh?
yeah,
You ready?
let's
You
do
ready?
it. I
Okay, let's
am
do it.
ready.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 578 for July 18th, 2021. Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
How are you doing this fine morning? Is it
I,
raining out there? What's going on over
it's
there?
a little thundery, just a little thundery, little rainy, but also sunny because it's Florida. You know, you've got multiple things going on at once.
Oh,
Uh,
it's both
you
rainy
know,
and sunny.
sunny to the west, rainy to the east, plague of
Uh-huh.
locusts coming in from the north. Just
Hmm.
normal Florida. You
Yeah,
know, yeah.
had a big squall roll through here. I was wondering if that was going to continue. You're going to get that on the microphone.
Mm.
I've
Ah, there goes some
I've
more.
been listening back by accident. Sometimes I listen back to the episodes. It's painful to hear your own voice, right? No offense, John. No, I mean my own voice. And we're getting some audio hiss, and I think it's fan noise from my laptop. I don't know what's going
Oh,
on.
really?
I don't know what's happening. So I'll have to figure that out. Um, I think we've at least solved your crackling problem, or it's minimal anyway, which is good. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's see what's going on today. You showed. I guess you just showed the YouTube live audience a glimpse of a little project you did.
Yeah.
Kind of a quick and dirty one. Well, for you anyway.
Right.
So
So
we'll talk about that. I guess
gonna
you're gonna
talk
walk
about
us.
that.
We're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's What do you call that? What do you call it? It's a clock.
It's
A wall clock.
wall clock done in the style of the vintage Apple Watch with the Gizmo, based off the Gizmo theme. Correct? I think we found
I
out
think it
from
is.
one
I
of
think
our.
it's. Yeah, I was actually looking. Well, we'll talk more about it. We'll
Okay.
talk about
All right.
the design elements and the commonalities to Gizmo. Um, Welcome everybody in the chat. We've got the usual cast of characters out there.
Yeah, Michael
An
Mulder from
international audience.
Australia, where it's in the middle of winter for him, of course.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
And let's see. Well, we got eBay finds coming up. We've got some news, and why don't we just get on with it? Okay, so we'll be back with some
sounds
eBay
good.
finds. All right, we will share a
Chris,
screen here
Scarlett,
for everybody at home.
Steve, all things DG.
All right, you ready to go?
I am ready.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Let's see how those eBay finds did last week. The PowerBook 180, not particularly unique, but the carrying case was. This one was I guess, did it have all 6 colors? I think it did. Nice, colorful, padded case for the PowerBook 180. Unfortunately, they wanted $1,500 for the buy it now. There is a make an offer, but nobody bought it now, and no offer was accepted. So it's still available. And let's see. Also, that jewelry set. This is the one that included the pin, the Apple III pin, the 6-color Apple logo pendant, and the earrings. And that one did not sell. It had a starting bid of $180. It was relisted. Seller dropped the price to a starting bid of $160 with a make an offer. And this one will end on Tuesday. And then finally, that framed Apple Macintosh SE Logic board. I think framed and put probably behind plexiglass in a black wooden frame. That one, after 6 bids, sold for just $28.
Nice.
Heck of a deal, right?
Heck yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if the Logic board is in good shape, you could actually probably use that thing too, right? All right. Let's begin with new in the box. I always like to hear new in the box. How about a Apple StyleWriter printer? Never used. The description says Apple StyleWriter M8000 vintage printer for Macintosh computer. I've had these boxes for about 10 years. Both boxes were sealed, but over the years, the tapes have fallen off from moving the boxes around. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. There you go. That's the original StyleWriter. Boy, that thing was kind of janky, wasn't it? Did you own an original StyleWriter?
No, I did not, but I had a friend who did, and all I
yeah,
think
the first.
Is there still ink available for this? I'm just curious.
Well,
it's
I
still
imagine there's a
out there.
cartridge in the box.
Yeah,
If it was sealed, a lot of times those things, they were sealed in foil. It's quite likely that it still might be good.
Yeah. But then after that, what do you do?
Well, you get a hold of some ink, maybe you refill it yourself. Yeah, the StyleWriter was an interesting animal. It was Apple's first inkjet printer, and it had a unique kind of vertical arrangement to it. Right, it took up very little real estate on your desk. I had one of these, and boy, it was just a nightmare. Just trying to load the thing, and I don't know, just seemed like it was problematic, I guess, with a new design like that. This one also comes with the accessory kit. I can't remember for the life of me what the accessory kit it says. Oh, you know what?
Oh, there you go.
That's just the box that had the
manual.
stuff.
Yeah,
that wasn't a separate thing. That just was. I don't know if it didn't fit in the box with the StyleWriter, and so the supporting stuff came in a separate box, perhaps. But in that, you'll find the big manuals. They've even got the software. And I don't know, are there any, I guess, yeah, there's some pictures. Since the tape had already fallen off, I did take a peek inside, make sure it's still in there. And there you go. So brand new StyleWriter.
$399 coming from Anchorage, Alaska, huh?
Right. Buy it now. $399. So no bidding on this, no make an offer, just $399 straight. So,
kind of appropriate to mention that Derek Warren just released another folklore radio dealing with a story from Hertzfeld about the silent type.
Oh,
that thermal printer. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if the seller can get $399 for this. All right.
Next up, we have an Apple IIc Plus. This is the one with the 3.5-inch drive, now this one comes with the IIc Plus as well as a 5.25-inch external floppy drive. Not the model that would have normally come with the 2Cs. This is the one that would have come with the later 2Es that use the not the ribbon cable. But the one that was daisy chainable. And let's see what the description says. The listing is for the Apple IIc Plus computer with aftermarket power cord and the A9M01075.25-inch floppy drive with cable. Both devices power up and the lights work. The seller does not have a monitor to test the computer. The volume slider button top is missing. And they open up the machine and it isn't inside, so it will need replacing. The internal floppy drive may have issues. The seller tried to insert a disk and it didn't seem to want to accept it. Probably just needs re-greasing on that. So, and also on startup, the red disk use and green power lights come on. After a bit, the red light goes off and the green remains on. So, looks like the seller who's selling this doesn't necessarily do a whole lot with Apple stuff, that they don't have, a very simple monitor available. They do, however, want a buy it now price of $499. There is a make an offer, free shipping from Warrior, Alabama. So
Not too far away from here. This one's surprisingly clean too.
it is, yeah.
It's in beautiful
it
shape.
doesn't have,
No,
not
I
bad at
haven't
all.
been following 2C Plus prices lately. I know they don't pop up very often.
They do not,
Far
and they
less
do definitely
common.
go for, right, they do go away for quite a bit more than the regular 2C.
Yeah, probably due to rarity. Yeah, and I have one of these somewhere.
Oh, you have a
Let's
2C
see it over
Plus,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Quinn Dunkey, Blondie Hacks, at Kansas Fest a couple of years ago, basically broke the ROM down on the 2C Plus because by default, when it boots up at the higher speed. And so if you're playing games and stuff on it, you would have to go in and try to, change settings and everything. So yeah, she did some tweaks to get it to start up in slow mode and then let you go into fast mode later. And she did a really great breakdown of the stuff she found in the ROM. It was kind of cool. Yeah.
All right. And moving along, we were talking about this at the beginning of the show. This is the watch. This is the watch that we'll be talking more about John's conversion of this into a full-size clock. But the title says Macintosh Mac OS, Macintosh Vintage Watch Novelty Used Rare Rainbow Logo. Description says condition good, battery is out, operation cannot be guaranteed, and that's about all we know about it.
This one's a little
Ships
beat
from
up.
Japan. Yeah, it's a little worn. So the watch, it's what you got, like a blue metal bezel and a white face with a 6-color Apple logo. The hands consist of kind of a green triangle on a red stem with a yellow squiggly as I guess let's see, the green triangle and the red stem are the hands, right? And the yellow squiggly is the second hand.
Second. Yep.
Shows it has quartz movement. And then it's got on the band, the rubber band Mac OS.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah, sort of
I don't
raised.
know if I've ever noticed
on
that detail before. Mac OS. Oh.
Yeah, and I think the watch I have, the rubber has since disintegrated.
Oh wow!
And so I think my bands have like broken and crumbled, due to age. Yes, so you would want to handle this very, very carefully. What's going on there on the back? It's got some kind of, I can't quite tell what's happening there. You see that on the back? Is it sliced? I don't even know what's going on. Anyway,
wow.
It shows
Weird.
shows Japanese movement, stainless steel back, contemporary design. Hard to come by. This one, it's a little scratched, I guess, on the face. They want to buy it now of $160.55. The ships from Japan. But I did want to show this before we get into the next segment, because what you're doing is inspired by this.
Right? Yes.
All right, so keep that in mind, and I guess we'll find out next week if they got a buyer for this.
Yeah, Steve remembers when these used to go for $30 to $60 on eBay.
Yeah, that's probably when I got mine. And and then I threw it in a drawer, and I should have put it in a
Yeah, there are some
protective
pricey
case.
options today. Yeah, that 2C plus for the money they want, you would I would not pay that much for an unknown. I would want to have a working one.
Well, at least the lights come up,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
And chances are it works, but still.
Yeah.
Now they mentioned the aftermarket power supply. Now it was an internal power supply on that one. It didn't have an external brick.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the improvements with the C plus.
So right, so either the seller has, well, the seller did say they opened it up because they opened it up to see if the volume control was inside. So I guess that's when they noticed that it was not stock.
Okay, moving along.
Shall we talk about a clock?
Let's talk about it. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Well, I think last week was probably during one of our breaks from recording the audio podcast that you flashed up that little clock that you made. Want to
Yes,
show
I
that
did.
to everybody?
Yeah. So
And
bloop. There we go again.
there it is. Look at that. Look at it. It looks like it came right out of the Apple catalog. So that's we call it the Gizmo Clock. What do we
Sure.
call
Yeah,
it?
that sounds good.
The Gizmo Clock. Is there a way you can prop it up behind you or something so we can have it in frame while we're talking?
Yeah, sure thing.
Or
Let me.
let's see. Put it over there someplace. Anyway, what you didn't pre-announce this little project. You just all of a sudden had it. What was the inspiration? Well, we know the inspiration, but why?
Oh,
Why did you think now
I thought it would be nice to have a clock out here, and of course,
not just any clock.
couldn't just do a clock, right? I mean, we got to do something. So we had been talking about the watch. It had popped up on a previous episode not that long ago. I'm like, well, that would be pretty easy to probably try to do something similar. So got onto Amazon, started looking at wall clocks, found one with a fairly thick bezel on it, which not only a thick bezel, but it also had kind of an angle bit to it. Because I could not find one. In the original watch, it kind of angles up and then it dips down on the inside. This doesn't do that. But it does angle up and go to a flat. So when you spray paint it, it kind of gives the same feel as that kind of double bezel that's actually on the watch.
Yeah. So we're showing the Lacrosse Technology 10-inch analog wall clock, which you got for, I think, around $20.
About $20.
Something like that.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the starting point.
Right. So the starting point was that, and then it was trying to find some spray paints that kind of matched. And I don't think I really hit the blue very well. I was trying to find something that had a little bit of a metallic sheen to it. This iris, kind of does. It's a Krylon iris satin, I believe.
Yes, satin paint.
Yeah. Really, if you look at, and again, I've never actually seen one of the watches in person, so I'm going off of pictures, and some pictures have slightly different colors than others. I think I should have probably gotten something that was a little bit more blue, but what I think would probably work really well is if I got a very metallic blue and then did a mist of that over this.
Oh,
and I may still do that to kind of give it a little bit of that sheen that the watch face has, because it's kind of an anodized metal look to it.
right.
So the only other paint I needed some flat white to. Unfortunately, the inside of that clock, the kind of the wall on the inside was black. So to make it match the watch a little bit more, I just spray painted that white. So some kind of matte white.
Right.
Again, Krylon, because Krylon of course works great with plastic. So the way I did the layout for the face is I just found a fairly decent picture of the watch that was kind of face on, so to speak.
Hmm.
Brought it into Illustrator and just redid all the bits in Illustrator. So everything is pretty darn close to scale on the
Hmm.
original watch. And I'm going to include the link to the DeviantArt page where I've got the graphic, so you can grab it if you want to do your own. It's very easy to do. A couple of things I would like to do still to this, as well as we're talking about the blue paint, is
Hmm.
the chrome accents that are on the watch. The 6 o'clock, noon, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock positions are on mine are just gray dots, but on the actual
Yeah.
watch they're very shiny little chrome bits. But I was
Right.
trying to find something
Uh-huh.
that I could, that was about the right shape that I could spray paint or was actually already shiny. And so far, no luck. I don't. The closest thing I found was like a carriage bolt, and there's no way I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to Dremel off the stem of a carriage bolt to get that to work. So if
Right.
anyone has any ideas, hey, send them my way.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And also, I guess if you could also extend it to those little silver bits actually are around the
yeah. Around
frame.
the outside edge. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. Same thing. I can't find anything to you've got on the left and right, you've got two dots each, and then
Yeah.
you've got one top and bottom at the
Hmm.
noon and 6 o'clock position.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
there's a few
Yeah.
tweaks I would like to make to it still. Of course, the hardest thing was actually cutting out the second hand with its nice wavy.
Yes.
Yeah. So on that, when I printed it, I just mounted it onto some thin plastic and used my scroll saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty neat.
All in
Yeah.
all, do you have the picture of this side by side that I sent
Did
you?
you send me a side by side picture?
Yeah, oh, I thought I had.
If you did, I overlooked it. I'll
Yeah, yeah. Looking this
grab
style.
it. Um, Too many windows. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Aha. All right.
So you can see when you're looking at them side by side there,
You could, if I could figure out from
how
Skype
to
how
get
to
to.
actually get a picture out of a chat window. You can't drag
Oh,
and drop.
really? Oh my gosh.
They don't like drag and drop.
Can you
Um,
take?
Here
Oh,
we
there
go.
you go.
um, yeah, I actually, I think
Do you like the
I like
gray?
yours better. I like yours
Because
better. I
it's a
like the
little
it's a
modern,
little
but it's still.
softer. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It is. It's I don't. Yeah. I was thinking about ways you could make it even closer, like even do a simulated band, giant watch band,
Right.
um,
Right.
you could really, go all out. But then I'm thinking, no, I think what you've done is just about perfect. Like there's no
Okay.
reason, like even those metal elements
Right.
would not
Right.
look right, unless somehow you also did the metallic paint to give the illusion that it was,
Oh
a
yeah. Yeah.
metal.
So we'll
Uh,
just call this an homage to the original watch. But you can
yeah,
you can
no,
see how well the flat bed on top kind of emulates the internal bevel. It does a pretty good job, even though it's not truly indented
hmm
toward the middle.
hmm no, I like it. Good job. All right, and
Oh,
oh,
thanks.
so why we were calling it the Gizmo clock is because of the theme Gizmo. There's the appearance manager and OS or System 8, and it's kind of evokes that. But I was going back and I was looking at the theme, and really the only thing that they share is that yellow squiggly. Used to be on the windows. I don't know if I have a
Oh,
picture
right,
of
right,
that.
right, right.
Yeah, they would have the yellow squiggly along the sides of the windows, but yeah, that sort of these sort of elements, that kind of designs from the late 80s, early 90s, or whatever, certainly captures that. So, all right. Well, great. And I guess you could have a whole whole set of clocks from the different eras of Mac OS if you wanted to, right? Wouldn't that be cool? You could have an aqua themed one.
Would.
Yeah. All right. Again, if you want to see pictures or I guess the best way to see what we're talking about is to go to the YouTube stream or the YouTube video and see the video of this episode. Okay. Well done. What's everybody in the chat think? Clear coat on the blue? Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Just a little bit more shine.
A little more punch. I like the soft because it's all consistent. Everything's kind of
that is true with the gray and the
yeah. It's got this kind of muted.
Steve says it's that iOS 7 flat look. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Mac 84 that John's is better.
Oh yeah, the Milano Memphis vibes. Yeah, that style. I saw the small documentary about the Memphis group graphics. That was really interesting. Did you see that?
No,
Steve.
Oh, you're talking to me? Hello?
Yeah, no, James. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Who are you? What am I doing?
All right. Let's get around to some news here. Let's see. Cue everything up. All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Kind of a light news week for RetroMac News. I did stumble across a cool little video. Oftentimes, well, I mean, we have all the usual great YouTube channels that we like to watch for Mac stuff, but occasionally there's some crossover, especially into video games, because the Apple Pippin, considered a video game console, got some focus.
I'm sure you must have a Pippin, right? I'm sure you must have a Pippin.
Yes, it's right over there.
Have you actually played any games on it?
I have not.
Okay.
That'd be a great future episode, if it even still works. So the channel is Video Game Esoterica, and they did a teardown of the Pippin to replace the battery. Apparently the battery is critical for the operation, I think for saving things or something like that, and it's not easily replaceable, so you have to kind of break the whole thing down. So good video on that. Give you some.
Yeah, the guy did a great job. Very explaining, like if you've never even used a multimeter, kind of how to go about testing the battery with a multimeter, and they did a very thorough job.
Yeah. And let's see, one other thing that somehow we missed a week or so ago. I used to read Bloom County back when it was actively being drawn, and I guess it came back in 2015. I want to think, and I somehow recall that. I don't know. I think when it originally was being published, I was about the right age to absorb it, and so I don't know.
I'm guessing you had you probably had a daily newspaper.
Yes, it was a different era. That's true.
Right.
That's true. And anyway, but of course, one of our favorite characters of Bloom County was the Banana Junior. And John, you have a Banana Junior, or you had whatever became of your.
I sold it to a gentleman who is a huge Oliver Wendell Jones fan, and wanted to use it to do some word processing stuff on. So, I made that. That was I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh,
it was a long time ago. That was anyway. So yes, I had made the Banana Junior 6000.
Okay,
it had a Mac Mini inside, sort of thing. So,
did you know about the article over at the Computer History Museum?
I did not.
on, well, what's the article's title? The Banana Junior 6000 Computers and Comedy. This was written back in 2013. And what do you know? But you scroll on down in this article, and there's a feature about the Banana Junior, and also a nod to our own. Oh, well, once I get rid of the little pop-ups here.
Pop-up. Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
Yep. That is it.
One thing that has happened time and time again with fictional devices is the attempt to create them in the real world. So it is with the Banana Junior. John Lee created an actual working Banana Junior. While it's not sentient, or if it is, it's keeping to itself. Visually, it's a dead ringer for Brethren's fictional computer, right down to the adorable little feet. John even created the Banana OS operating system, as well as the Banana Computer Company branded mouse. This is as close as it's possible to get to creating an actual Banana Junior. Did you write an OS?
No. I skinned. I used not ResEdit, because of course it's OS 10.
Something like that.
My goodness, I forget what the app was that would, back when it was still a little bit easier to customize some of the graphics on there. So
yeah.
I just reskinned, made some stuff in Illustrator and replaced existing elements.
And you put I think you just put a little banana sticker on the mouse or something, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I had carved it. So that was one of the clear mice.
Right.
And I had made the banana logo that's actually on the front of the computer was something I made out of plexiglass and rounded off very nicely and everything. And I made two of them. So I put one of them in the mouse and one on the system itself. So, yep.
Well, I'm sure
that's funny.
The lucky new owner of it is happy that they have it, because now Banana Junior has returned in, let's see, this stated July 8th strip of Bloom County. I guess I could read it. To sniff out the one special grown-up Calvin from the other millions on the planet, we'll need awesome search capability, raw, primal computing power from the distant past. You're going to wake up the big dog? We got to call out the Hounds opus. Banana 6000. Stand back, and we get a nice yawn from the Banana.
Yeah, and I love it's on top of it is a box of Duran Duran CDs. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So it lives, and I guess we've got there's Opus and Calvin and Hobbes. All right, I think that's it for the news. Okay. Yeah, do you remember providing those photos? This photos courtesy, like you had actually actively provided those photos.
Yeah, no, I they were on our Ning site. They're still on our Ning site. Yeah, so I'm sure they must have just pulled them from there.
Yeah, got it. All right, I think we'll do the outro. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. That about wraps it up. Next week, looks like we are going to revisit that interview that we tried to have the week prior, right? And we had Paul fill in.
Yeah.
We had teased this a couple of times, so hopefully this will come through this time. We don't know if we're going to get just the host or the full cast or what. We'll see.
I'm looking very forward to that. I've enjoyed showing that show to lots of people who aren't necessarily Mac collectors, just because it's just so adorable.
It is.
So awesome.
That's exactly the word. Yes. So hopefully that comes together next week. So you make sure you want to be there for that, because especially if you're tuning in live on the stream, 8:00 Central, we'll do our best. We'll entertain questions from the live audience, as we try to do all the time, right? So tune in to the RetroMacCast YouTube channel for that. And thanks to everybody for tuning in.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll see some of you all in some of
Oh,
the
yeah.
forum rooms for at Kansas Fest. I think they're gonna. I think they used Discord last year, and it was kind of fun because people would kind of spin off to separate rooms to talk about the different projects, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this year. I'm taking Friday off completely, so I can just sit up here and enjoy all of Kansas Fest that's happening next Friday. $10 if you want to join. I don't know if it's probably too late to get a pin after the fact, but they're very cool pins, and $10 definitely worth it. 2 days, lots of stuff.
KansasFest.org. And I think probably the week after, maybe we'll give you a chance to recap your favorite parts of that. So, all right. Well, until next week, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
All right. That wraps it up.
Yeah,
Look at that. Mac 84 says, I still got to get you on my podcast, James. Well, that can certainly happen.
So here is.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, the pin.
I'm trying to show the pin, but let me show you the sticker instead.
Here, I'll put you full screen.
It is very hard to read that pin, but it's a nice enamel pin of that right there.
Oh,
Adventures in Virtuality.
That is
and
nice.
It complements last year's very nicely, which was of course, last year it was a lot kind of a last minute change to have to go virtual. So
nice.
Yep. So yeah, I'll be up here listening to stuff. I actually have a few Apple II or Apple III projects to kind of tinker on while I'm watching the stream. I've got one of the Reactive Micro power supplies for my Apple III and the cable to install, and I'm hoping that'll solve some of my Apple III woes. I would love to get that up and running. Of course, Paul Hagstrom's a huge Apple III fan, so I'll have access to somebody. I can shoot them a question if I get stuck on something.
All right. Sounds good. We'll see everybody next week. Hopefully you can join us again.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.